Welcome to the How to Yoga Tips. I am Theresa, your yoga guide. One of the big questions in our anatomical questioning of being a yogi is, well, listen to this. People complain about their wrists. I understand. Even a very avid yogi can have sore wrists. If we're feeling depleted and we're on our wrists, yeah, we can dump into them. This is called dumping. So when we practice yoga, there are fundamentally the roots of our hands, just like there's the roots of your feet. That's another yoga tip. The hands, believe it or not, have fundamentally some really good base roots where you want to anchor your hand down into the mat in every situation, especially if you're doing balances on your hands. So what's really important is that you take a look at your hand, and it's at the very base knuckle of your index finger, this one right here, really essential part of rooting down into the mat. If this isn't rooted down into the mat, then the pinky side of your wrist, which is the weakest place in your wrist, the pinky, the little finger, is the weakest. So that means if this knuckle's lifting up, then you're tending to roll to the wrist, and that's not cool at all. So pointer, base knuckle, thumb base knuckle, so it's slightly turned in, but you're still gonna get the base knuckle, that pad, that heel of the hand down, and you start to create like a suction, or sorry, a lobster claw. Like you're squeezing them in towards each other and then pressing that knuckle down, as well as each other knuckle base of each finger. So these are the base knuckles. And then the finger pads, thumb pad edge, and then the heel of the wrist, thumb side and pinky side. So this part of your hand literally is like a suction cup off the mat, and your hands look like spiders. So give it a whirl. So when you come into your tabletop, literally, I wish I had a mirror. That would be really awesome. Do I have a piece of glass? No, I don't. You're going to press your hand down so that you can literally anchor that index knuckle down. And you create this energy of like drawing the energy up from the earth, from the palm of the hand. This palm does not touch the mat. Okay, and that's really important. I'll do another episode with that. But right now, you may not have a 90-degree extension of the wrist. So this is neutral, that's flexion, this is extension. So imagine if your wrists are like that and your wrists don't go back like that, imagine being in a tabletop such as this. That is fully 90 degrees. And imagine already your wrist is going, ouch. So I highly suggest for newbies coming into the practice, if your wrists do not have this range of motion, this extension, then you take extra, maybe a blanket, and I could use this blanket right here with all of my yoga stuff on it. Of course, I have tons of yoga stuff always. You can use just the edge of a blanket for the heel of your hand, so that now, when I'm in my tabletop, minus all my yoga stuff, my heel of my hand, and I'll show you like right there. It's now at that degree of angle that is best serving you for now, until your wrists feel better. So there is an option. Another one is, I have double mats. I love double mats. It's better for my knees. You can also fold the edge of your mat over, and you can have extra mats laying around if you have them. You can cut them up and create a little sponge, a little lift for underneath your wrist. And you'll see that my base knuckles are towards the floor, and that folded layer of yoga mat is right across the heel of the hand to create that lift. So I'm no longer in that 90 degrees, I'm more at that 110, 120. So really, literally, there are no excuses for you to not practice even when your wrists are cranky. Just modify. Be the investigator. Email me, send me messages. If those options don't work for you, maybe seek out professional help. Why your wrists don't move like that? And again, there are options. Don't let these little roadblocks stop you from living your life and practicing the most amazing exercise program you could possibly practice in this lifetime, because not only is it mindfully moving your body in ways that are best for you, but also it is the insight of encouragement and bravery as well. You breathe more healthfully. So the yoga tip today for those cranky wrists is options. You all have options. Pat up the heel of the hand and let's start this practice so that you can truly do your plank poses, your arm balances, and you can feel your wrists without feeling pain. From my light to your light, I am Theresa Gagnon, your yoga guide, and yoga is the option for all of us. Namaste. Share this episode and I'll see you in the next episodes. And please subscribe to theresagagnon.com and join me on the mat each day for yoga and recovery of all things.